I think I've got a plan now. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, today we're gonna have a fairly short episode, probably, most likely. But yeah, it'll be short. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Cup of Genre here on the GenreVerse YouTube channel and GenreVerse podcast network, available on all of your favorite podcast apps. Sorry, I was reaching for my mouse and my cord is underneath. My cord is underneath one of my mounts. Anyways, please do subscribe here on the YouTube channel if you are watching us. We really do appreciate it. We have a lot of really great content covering anything and everything you can imagine in geek, pop culture, entertainment, news, anime reactions, trailer reactions, gaming streams. Yes, I do some gaming as well. And yeah, all available there. Please do like, share, and like I said, subscribe. Follow us on your favorite podcast app if you are listening to us. All of our shows, except for, the reaction stuff, go up on those apps. Hey, if you want to support the channel, we do have merch, and it's logos from the different podcasts, some Star Wars related stuff, our cute anime girl, IMA, and of course, Tim Nardelli's Night Terror comic book art. And of course, LRMonline.com, every day for all written news, needs, opinions. When there is news to cover, it's of course been a little lackluster with the strikes that were going on. One has been solved, another is still ongoing. But we do get written reviews. Cam especially writes reviews for most of the big series that are hitting right now. I don't think he's doing Loki, but who could blame him with MCU stuff being so recently. But Wheel of Time, Ahsoka reviews, more to come. There was an interesting article late last week about the Blade script being completely rewritten. This one came originally from Daniel RPK, and let me tone down my brightness there. Daniel RPK basically saying that after all of the delays, after the issues with original people involved, script writers and directors, that is going back to page one. It is a crazy thing to think of, considering that this movie and its actor were revealed back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, at the big Marvel event at San Diego Comic-Con. And yeah, where is it? Page one rewrite? I mean, holy crap. Marvel, you guys had a really good run where very few projects didn't make it to light. But now your track record's about as great as projects announced by Kathleen Kennedy. Star Wars and Marvel, two peas in one awful, horrible pod these days, it seems. But I hope Loki is good. I have not watched the first episode because I don't care. I don't care. I hope it's good. I hope I see it and it makes me care, but someone needs to tell me that it's really, really good in order for me to want to go check that out. Box office numbers, that's something we like to cover here on Mondays. I'm a bit of a business geek as much as I am well, no, that's wrong. I am a bit of a business geek as well as I've got a cat trying to get in my door. Hold on. I has cats now. Say hi, Saris. Okay. What was I talking about? See, the awfulness of brain injuries. Business geek and movie geek. I'm more of the movie geek, bit of a business geek, and I like to talk the box office numbers because I'm a big fan of theaters, especially the classic theater experience. And come on, cat. And seeing theaters hurting for money the way they have since 2020, especially, even though they were kind of on a downward turn, believe it or not. especially adjusted for inflation for a while. But I like theaters and I want to see them survive. So this weekend we had The Exorcist Believer was released and did again pretty good for a horror movie. We've seen several times where horror movies will outperform comedies, romance films, dramas, even more serious dramas these days. So, and hey, we're in the spooky season. Speaking of spooky season, check out this teaser.
The GenreVerse presents 13 Days of Terror.
That's right, guys. We're going to be doing some movie reviews this holiday season. Myself, Christine, Brian, Jonesy, and a surprise reviewer for a very, very fun movie. Not going to tell you guys what's going to be in there, but we hope you check out each and every one of them, especially if you haven't seen them before. Anyways, back to the box office numbers. Paw Patrol dropping 48%. Family film. We've seen a lot of these weird, if it's not a tentpole film, they're getting good, 40, 50, sometimes even like 30% drops for some big tent poles where you used to make fun of anyone getting a 60% drop. That's becoming normal. 60+%, 65 to 70% drops between weekends is actually becoming not uncommon. But looking at last week's Paw Patrol being up there, are you done, dog? Saw was brand new, brought in 18 million, and as you see this week, had a 55% drop. Come on now, cat. Exorcist Believer did a little bit better. Is that because of Halloween's spooky season? Is that because people are bigger fans of The Exorcist? I don't know. I think it's one of those where you have a bunch of younger people willing to go see a new horror movie, and then a bunch of older people that remember the original and maybe some of the not so great sequels, spin-offs, and maybe they wanted to get back into it. Saw franchises, yeah, what do you expect from the 10th movie in a series? Looking at the year to date and the projections, my cat is trying to attack my hand. We're at 7.1 billion in the domestic box office. I had adjusted my predictions based on, oh my god, I'm thinking tent poles only. I was saying 8.4 to 8.5, I think. The numbers.com still has a projection, or currently has a projection of about 9.4. So I'm saying $1 billion less, which is kind of scary. But I still don't think, and 9, there's a lot of time and a lot of movies left to kind of chip away at that. But man, things are getting expensive, and we all have been paying attention to the news over the weekend. Know that there's turmoil in the Middle East once again, and that of course, for all the people victims of violence right now, hearts go out to them. But again, business, I'm the cold-hearted numbers business guy. So separate that now, and we're talking about markets and stuff. Whenever there is turmoil in the Middle East, you see oil prices go up, and there was a 3% increase, if I'm not mistaken, for domestic U.S. prices, or market prices, and seeing a increase in fuel prices in the United States already on Sunday. And depending on how all of that goes, and other situations in the world, the continuing stuff in Ukraine, tensions in Asia, man, I don't know. I don't think Aquaman makes a crap ton of money. I don't think Wonka makes a crap ton of money. The Marvels might. The Marvels might. But is it enough to get us to 9.4? I don't know. So, before I keep rambling on about all of that, we're gonna have all those Halloween reviews coming up, which is great. I love Halloween movies, horror movies, horror shows. It's gonna be fun doing these 13. I had originally hoped to do 31, but then I was like, I can't do that. They're going to be shorter reviews, probably most of them 3 to 5 minutes. Some might push a little bit further. Christine and I are going to do a couple together, as well as a couple independently of each other. We got everything, guys. We got vampires, we've got zombies, aliens, all sorts of fun stuff, and a lot of movies that we're all very, very passionate about. So I hope if you haven't seen the movies on our first ever 13 Days of Terror, maybe now I got to keep it 13 forever. But if you haven't seen any of them when they start hitting, make it a point. We'll try to show you guys where you can either stream them or, of course, buy it. Some of these are really, really worth it. Anyways, Kat, you are in my way. We're done with the box office numbers, guys. We're done talking about what's coming. Please do check out our merch, Redbubble, link in the description box below. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app like Spotify, give us a follow, leave us reviews, thumbs up. Apple Podcasts is a great thing. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, please do review the and rate the podcast outlets, other outlets, and industry reps like Apple Podcast reviews. So yeah, help us out with that. LRM, the GenreVerse YouTube channel, subscribe, like, share, follow us on our social media, and all that's linked down in the description box below. Guys, LRMonline.com. Every day for all written news, reviews, celebrity interviews from the LRM YouTube channel, and more. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.